pay much for these videos nowadays. Okay, so I'm gonna open up an introductory file here, and this is gonna go up to the cloud and bring it down. So there's no, this is an endpoint, there's nothing stored out here. So if we're doing a regular, PowerPoint or telepresence presentation, this is everything you're used to. So this solution was modeled after, again, in-person group meetings. So you bring everybody together, you got the flip charts, get your ideas down, you put the chart over here, and maybe this idea looks over here. So you can space things out, look and see how they relate to each other. You can see the people, they all get together. So this is Chiban, he's the DE out of Shanghai, who's the head of the research project, and there's Susie, who's the exec sponsor. And you see how I'm marking up, we also have highlight. You can just highlight, it doesn't write every word, but it should highlight. A little bit of the project. So the project was funded about 16 months ago, just recently completed out of the tech fund project for last year. It's called Augmented Collaboration. And most of the work was done out of Shanghai, so Chiban is the DE. And then Edwin, who's really bright, he's the UE designer. Susie was the next sponsor. And so I'm the local San Jose contact for when we're doing the project to build over here. So the metaphor was, as teams are up here, so I'm up here putting my ideas down, maybe there's somebody over here, and we're looking, I do something, and I look at it, that's person, so it makes sense. They can look over at me and say, yes. We want to extend that paradigm to, okay, over in Shanghai or wherever I'm doing it, and I'm saying, what do you think about this? And I can look, and shoulder to shoulder communication to say if that makes sense or not. So that's what this is, the shoulder metaphor. You can see here. This is the original concept diagram. And in fact, if we went over to 16, you would see that indeed we have the reference screen like this. And here's just some simple gesture commands, so one finger tap, or press and hold to get a function-specific menu, or squeeze to make bigger or smaller. Yeah, pretty standard. So a lot of this is intuitive. It's like what you might find on your iPad. Okay, let's just make this guy. Now, so this was all presentation notes. This is exactly like you do in telepresence meeting.
So Glenn, quick question. So you scheduled a meeting and we got into this meeting. Is this like a scheduled meeting that we get like a WebEx we get in and it's done and it's over at that time, or it's more like a hangout that it's always on, you just enter, you do your things as you walk
both.
out? Okay.
It serves both needs. If I scheduled with a WebEx, this would automatically dial us into the WebEx as well, so we could have shared what you see here would appear on the WebEx share in the WebEx meeting. Okay, now let's go into the actual creative mode. So this is the one where now we're going to start getting ideas down. So most people think this is a whiteboard, but I don't use that word too much because of I think I already it goes back to days of Smart. Smart's got a very narrow market space. So you think of it as a whiteboard. You can do all sorts of typical things like a server that connects to a switch, and maybe that goes to an output port. The problem is, what is that? So here's where we start to do some smart technology, assistive technology. We got a server. Connects to switch.
Is that sort of familiar to you guys by any chance?
I like how it actually straightens out the edges and the circles. That's cool.
It's just pretty neat. You can resize it. You can say, I want to replicate this thing, so I want to select this. And I'll make it bigger, smaller, maybe move it. Okay. Now, let's say I want to make this a full screen, I go to that, and I say make this full screen, so now it's a full screen. And you have to change color, so white line, red line. Also the same where you have a highlight, so. Okay, now, one of the things is, for team members who may be sitting in the back, they may want to be kind of watching more on their own device, so we have a POID client.